Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here with a movie recommendation for you for the film Else. Here's the synopsis. A romance blossoms between an introvert and a confident woman, but their relationship faces a threat when a strange epidemic causes the infected to merge with their surroundings, trapping the couple in a shape-shifting nightmare. Alright, with that down, why am I recommending this to you guys? I'm recommending this because it's an artistic, atmospheric, and apocalyptic body horror film that mesmerized me, got totally under my skin, and tugged at my heartstrings. This film has an incredible visual style and haunting practical effects coupled with a hypnotizing musical score. And I really have to emphasize here that the filmmakers used practical effects everywhere that they could within reason. And the film only benefited from this. This to me is a perfect example of filmmakers using practical effects coupled with CGI to create the most optimized effect. And whether I was totally disturbed and grossed out or stunned by the beautiful imagery that I was seeing on screen, I pretty much always was engaged and had my jaw on the floor. And this is such a unique and creative epidemic body horror concept that they have here. It just lends itself to cinema. Because think about it, if you contract this virus, regardless of what you're wearing, what you're doing, whatever it is that you're touching, you will start to merge with that. Like physically, you will start to become one with that thing, and then you will start to become one with the thing that thing is sitting on top of. So if you're wearing shoes, you start to merge with those shoes, and those shoes are on a floor, so then you and the shoes start to merge with the floor. But just because you're merged with the floor doesn't mean that you stop merging. So now put yourself in a scenario where you're in the apartment beneath this person. Yeah, it's a terrifying thought, and it's terrifying in the film. There's so much dread and doom and suspense and tension that is in this film, and it's honestly very organically baked into this body horror concept. And without getting into spoilers, while this film does take place primarily in a single apartment, at a point in time this film goes from micro to macro in scope, which again is an organic development of this epidemic body horror concept. And lastly, like I said, this film tugged at my heartstrings because you've got two characters here who are polar opposites and yet attract to each other. And the way that you see it play out, it actually totally makes sense. You've got this introvert, he's very safe, very smart and considerate, and then you've got this woman who is extremely confident, who's got this devil-may-care attitude, who's very like punk rock, anarchic, and free-spirited. And she comes into his life like a frickin' tornado. But if you think about it, it totally makes sense that this guy would be in awe of this individual. And from the woman's perspective, to see this man who's very thoughtful, very caring, who stops to think about and take action to benefit her. That's also foreign behavior to this woman. So it was so cool to see this woman kind of lift up this guy and unshackle him from his self-made prison. But it was also so cool to see this guy kind of bring her back down to earth. And somewhere in the middle, they grew to meet each other, and it was so believable. I bought into it completely, which is super convenient as a viewer to have characters that you care about considering the horrifying and nightmare-fueled stuff that's happening around them. This film definitely has elements of, and I should say brace yourself because there's a lot of movies I got listed here: The Fly, Contagion, Bug, The Mist, Delicatessen, Upstream Color, Annihilation, Evil Dead Rise, The Killing of a Sacred Deer, High Rise, Gaia, and Beyond the Black Rainbow. And if all that sounds interesting to you, then I definitely recommend that you add Else to your watch list and give it a shot. But those are just my thoughts, take it or leave it. What do you guys think? Have you heard of this film? Have you seen it yet? Does it sound interesting to you? Are there any other movies that you would compare this to? And just to be clear about this recommendation, guys, I loved this film. It is actually my favorite movie of the year so far. So yeah, give it a chance and let me know what you think down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video but you want more information about what's on my watch list, what I'm currently watching, the kind of ratings I'm giving these films, as well as upcoming releases I'm looking forward to, don't forget to follow me on track.tv. My username is TIOLI_reviews. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and click it and start following me on Tracked, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later. Hey, man. man. Get off my case.
Oh, man. Chicks don't want to hear that shit.